Hi, this is Rena from thecheesethief.com, today crafting for ConsumerCrafts.com. And for this tutorial, I'm going to show you 3 handmade gifts for the holiday season. The first off is the Zen Garden that you see on this image right now. It is super easy to make and a really fun gift, so let's get started. For this tutorial, you will need a cigar box, and this is where your Zen Garden will be contained. I like the cigar box because it opens and closes and has nice deep ridges. You will also need items to decorate your Zen Garden with, so I'm using these rocks and these Christmas trees and this bridge. This is going to be a winter wonderland Zen Garden, so I also have this rake and this hoe, and it's going to be different from the normal Zen Garden because it's going to have a winter feel to it. So I'm going to use white sand instead of just the normal beach sand. I'm going to show you how to put together the Zen Garden. If this were a gift, you could package all of these things in a nice box and gift wrapping, and so your recipient can put together the Zen Garden. But for demonstration's sake, I want to show you how a sample Zen Garden would look. I just poured out all the sand onto the cigar box, and then I'm shaking the box to flatten it out. And now I'm going to take my rake tool and I'm just going to make patterns onto the sand. You can do whatever patterns you want. This is actually really relaxing, just to draw whatever shapes or squigglies you want on the sand. So this is the sample Zen Garden. It's so pretty. It would look perfect at an office desk. It would make the perfect gift for anyone. So let's get started on the next tutorial. So for this next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this really simple and cute perler bead earphone organizer. For this tutorial, you will need perler beads or hama beads, a hot glue gun, and an iron. So I'm going to make my earbud organizer in the shape of a watermelon, so I'm going to use my circular template. When making the watermelon, you want to find the center line of the circle. Be sure to look at all of the lines and then mark the center, because you will get confused if you just start putting beads on. I usually make my watermelon 1 row smaller than the template, so I'm going to start by putting my beads in the center on both sides and then filling in the rest. I start with different shades of dark green for the rind, and then I move to a lighter green and red and black for the inside of the watermelon. So just fill it in however you want your watermelon in a random pattern. So here's the watermelon and the center of the watermelon. You want to copy this exact template to make this earbud holder. So be sure to note where the notches and the holes are, and how the center of the watermelon looks. You want to create 2 of the exact same piece, but on the second piece, fill in the notches and the holes because you do not need those for the back of the earbud holder. After you're finished making each piece, you can iron them and let them cool. My pieces are cooled and ready to be glued together. The 2 small pieces go in the center, and then the 2 big watermelon pieces are the outside, sandwiching the 2 small pieces. So I just start by gluing each piece onto each other. I use my hot glue gun, and be sure to use a lot of glue because you really want these pieces to stick together. After everything is glued together and dry, I'm just going to take a scissor and snip the 2 ends of where the perler beads are stuck, where there's a little hole, and that's where the headphones will slip right in. So you see right there, I'm just cutting a slit, and you can slip your headphone wire in there, and I'll show you that next. So now you're going to take your headphones, and then you're going to take the 2 earbuds and put it in the big notch, and then wrap around. And then when you get to the end, you can put your earphone right into this little notch right here. And this is a cute little compact carrying case for your earphones. So this would make a great gift for anyone. So let's get started on our next tutorial. For this next tutorial, I'm going to show you a simple sugar scrub that you can give to your mom, your sister, your aunt, or anyone who just loves to pamper themselves. For the sugar scrub, you're going to need granulated sugar, or I'm using this sprinkle sugar from Wilton because it's a coarser texture and it's kind of pretty, has a little sparkle to it. I got it on ConsumerCrafts, so I'll link it below. You're also going to need fragrance oil. So I purchased this fragrance oil on ConsumerCrafts. It's jasmine and it smells really nice, but if you happen to buy it somewhere else, you do want to make sure that you can apply it to the skin. And you're also going to need any type of oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use baby oil or coconut oil. Just be aware that if you do use coconut oil, it's going to have a scent and it will probably take over whatever fragrance oil that you use. So you would be making a coconut scented sugar scrub. You're also going to need a bowl and a spoon, and this is just for the mixing of the olive oil and the sugar. To start off, I'm going to take my sugar and I'm going to pour it into my bowl, and then I'm going to mix in my olive oil. The ratio of olive oil to sugar is 1 to 2, so you want 1 part olive oil to 2 parts sugar. This is not exact. If you find that your sugar scrub is too dry, then add more olive oil. If it's too wet, then add more sugar. After your sugar and olive oil are combined, you can add your fragrance oil. I'm adding 3 or 4 drops per half a cup of sugar. After the fragrance is thoroughly combined, you can put it into a mason jar and package it up, maybe put a cute label on it and a ribbon, and it's ready to be gifted. I hope you enjoyed all of these tutorials and it inspired you to make something handmade this holiday. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the description box below for all the links to ConsumerCrafts and where you can get these materials. Have a great day. Bye.